What is up, guys? It's Lanky Duelist, and today I'm coming at you with a deck profile on my GOAT format deck that I used back in 2004. I'm not going to be like, it's been a while since I last GOAT. I think before I, took a break from Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in 2017, I was playing a bit of GOAT here and there. However, me and my friends, well, mainly my friends, they're not a big fan of GOATs themselves. They prefer, just playing with, the decks that were out at the time, and they still use those decks to this day. However, with me, I have always kept my GOAT deck because, GOAT was just quite a fun format, and, a lot of people, play GOAT in their spare time, not gonna lie, but I'll admit, it's really hard to play GOATs in my area. Not many people, again, play GOATs, but, I still play a little bit of GOATs, and I still keep my GOAT deck. Now, you're probably wondering what GOAT deck do I play, and I like to play Warrior Turbo, because before Dragons came out, or Dragons was a thing of a deck, I like, playing with Warriors. If anything, they're probably my second or third favorite, archetype out of whole of Yu-Gi-Oh! Itself, and I kind of base my deck around, again, Warriors, and, the best Warriors that are out there. To be honest, the deck's not really a, going first deck. It's a really good going second type deck, because there's so many cards in here that pretty much, out problematic cards. Then you have, the spell and trap lineup to basically, just defend yourself whilst you use those warriors to, get rid of problematic cards, as a whole. But other than that, again, let's just crack into my deck profile itself for my GOAT format deck. So, yeah. Alright, for the warriors, of course, we got to play the one DDSA, well, no, I mean, two DDSA late, two DD warrior lady. Of course, these guys just help to, get big beat sticks off the board that you're having problems with, like, BLS, Thousand Eye Restrict, Air Knight Partials, anything that you had problems with, they pretty much dealt with. Blade Knight was pretty much my favorite warrior back in the day. I used to remember, Kaiba using this card, and it kind of fits my playstyle as well, the effect. Normally, a lot of the times, I tend to rinse my hand very, very quickly, and then I have nothing, and Blade Knight, again, just helps to, counteract that problem, and also, he can stop flip effects, which, is very, very important. Now, Mystic Swordsman level 2, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people have really, updated the, the GOAT decks as a whole, and I'm thinking of maybe doing the same with mine, maybe updating it to fit, kind of the strategies that people use in GOAT today. And a lot of people are bumping up Mystic Swordsman level 2 when they're playing the Warrior version, and I definitely agree on playing 3 copies of him. And I think if I do an update on this deck, I would definitely have to put him to 3, because this card is just awesome. It's just like with Blade Knight, these two should be at 3s, multiples, if you're playing Warrior Toolbox. Ninja Grandmaster Sasuke, not... Well, back then he was good, but now he's not good anymore, because, again, back then, we just used monsters, and we need beat 6 in this deck, and, Ninja Grandmaster Sasuke, solved the problem, and also he's a big defender, so anything like Giant Soldier, Stones, Mystic, Elves, or anything that had 2000 defense, he just got over, pretty much. But again, he's not, as useful as he was back in the day, but I still keep him in here. But again, if I do an update, he'll probably come out. Don Zaluk, just to rip stuff out of your opponent's hand. Exile Force, again, just being able to pop stuff on the field or get rid of, problematic monsters that you don't want to be dealing with as a whole. And then for the final, level 4 warriors, we do play the Command Knight. This is, again, your pretty much your Giant Soldier of Stone, and I feel like, just like with Mystic Swordsman and Blade Knight, if I'm going to update this deck, I need to bump this card up to 3, because, again, having that 1900 defender is, absolutely amazing. It's just like, having your own Giant Soldier of Stone, but for your warriors as a whole. So definitely, again, if I'm updating it, this is going to 3, Mystic Swordsman and Blade Knight, all going to 3, in my opinion. So yeah, that's it for the warrior side of things. And then, of course, just to fit the format, you play the standard, staples with GOAT. You play, the Mistress of Faith. Again, you need to recycle your spells. Spells are just the most powerfulest thing in this format. We play one Sangan, again, just to help search off, anything in the deck that had 1500 or less attack. Tsukiyomi is always going to be a staple, of course, especially in GOAT. Just being able to, just flip the Magician of Faith back face down is, again, absolutely amazing. Breaker is always a staple, being able to pop spell and traps, always a must-have. Sinister Serpent, of course, just, there for, the Delinquent Duos mainly, so you can just, send it off. Not many people play Asura Priest in the main deck. I still play it because, it's just, an absolute destructive card against GOAT. This thing just shreds GOATs to pieces. If anyone plays Scapegoats, you better hope I don't have this in my hand, because if this thing's coming out, yeah, good luck on that. And then finally, we play Morphing Jar. Morphing Jar, again, is just if you brick, and sometimes you can tend to brick with this deck, just set the Morphing Jar and set your back row, and then just let this flip over, and then, draw some new cards as a whole. So, yeah, that's it for, there's the regular, non, non-warriors in the deck. Then for the boss monsters, we play Air Knight Pasha and the big boy himself, Black Luster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning. These guys, yeah, absolutely broken. Like, you know, what more can you ask? And you're probably wondering, why am I playing a common Black Luster Soldier? My high rarity Black Luster Soldier is in another deck at the moment, so that's why you kind of see a bit of a common version here. I know it's disgusting seeing Black Luster Soldier in a common, but don't, fret. I do have a high rarity of Black Luster Soldier in my binder with another deck as well. So yeah, I should probably have swapped him out for the high rarity one. But other than that, these are your boss monsters, and I think these are the boss monsters to go to. Yes, you can play Jinzo if you want to. It's up to you. But I prefer these two. Again, Air Knight gives me draw power, and BLS. It's BLS. You're not going to turn down BLS, in my opinion, especially with this deck. Then on to spells. Of course, we play the Trinity. Graceful Charity, Pot of Greed. These guys are the infamous threesome. Yep. Absolutely powerful, broken. I don't need to explain these guys. They're just broken. And then some more power one-offs. We play the one Snatch Steel, one Heavy Storm. I think, these cards pretty much, sum it up, especially if you're an OG player. Premature Burial, yes, this was at one point limited and should probably stay banned unless it gets an errata itself. So it's up to, what Konami does. Mystical Space Typhoon, again, just pop back row. Two Noblemen all crossed out. These are for your, face-down defense monsters, like mainly Magician of Phase. Then, of course, we play two Rotos, pretty much searches out anything in the deck as a whole, any warriors, except for, BLS and your non-warrior monsters. And then we play Free Book of Moon. Not many people play Free Book of Moon, but I liked Free Book of Moon because it got around Jinzo. And again, Jinzo was a bit of a problematic card, and, Book of Moon solved that problem as a whole. So, yeah, that's it for the spells. Let's go on to the traps. I played the Torrential Tribute, Mirror Force, Ring of Destruction. These cards are, self-explanatory as a whole. Two Sakuretsus, again, just your opponent don't see these coming at all. They think they're attacking into a Mirror Force, but you flip the Sakuretsu and then they're just like, damn it, we got over scared for no reason. And then we play one Call the Haunted and one Dust Tornado, which again has become a bit more popular now in GOATs as a whole, and I agree, this card should probably be played at free if I'm going to update the deck as a whole. But other than that, that is pretty much my GOAT format deck. I know it's a bit of a short video. Again, I'm being a bit busy, so I've not really had time to, test decks, and I really wanted to, get a video out there for you guys to watch, and I thought, I saw this in my, collection, I thought, why not, actually? Might as well show that, because I haven't showed you guys this. I've shown you my Joey Wheeler starter deck from 2002, but I never showed you my GOAT, so I thought this would be, a good, time to, showcase this deck as a whole. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. I know it's again a short video, but again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video. A new video will be coming out on Wednesday, which will be me just test handing all my decks just to see, the consistency and the type of hands I open up with all the decks I'm currently using in today's format. And again, have a great day, guys, and don't forget to stay safe, especially during these dark times. And I'll see you in the next video.